guys, I'm Emma and welcome to Art by Emma. Now this week's video is going to be slightly different. I'm not going to be doing so much making and doing. I'm going to be doing a little bit of showing. Now you might have noticed on last week's video that I've had a little move around in my art room. I have a nice new cabinet and I've moved on to a different wall in the room. So I thought today I might show you some art supplies that I work with and let's look at them a bit more in depth. Now the first thing I want to look at is my lovely Posca pens. So I have three sizes of Posca pens. Let me get them out for you. Can't look at that. That's for a future video. Where are they, little beauties? Oh, someone knocking the door. So first of all is on my big rack. And these are 5mm Posca paint pens. Now, these are just beautiful. These are life. My Posca acrylic pens are life. And they come in such a beautiful variety of colours. And these are just the round tips, like this. And you can paint, draw, draint on pretty much anything. So let me show you. And then I have the favourites. So this is, Posca has chosen the favourite colours and these are in a 3mm, so they are good for more detailed work. And again, these are the round tips, full of lovely juicy Posca acrylic paint. And again, the same as the 5mm, you can paint, draw, draint on pretty much any surface. And then just for really fine, I have the 1mm, which didn't come in a plastic container, most to the pity. So I keep these in my drawer. And these are kind of like a fine liner pen, but filled with acrylic paint. Not quite as fine as a fine liner, but I find they work just as well. And again, you can paint, draw, draint on pretty much any surface with these. So yeah, these are my favourite art supply, I have to be fair. So let me pop these back. Take my bottom balls off, because we'll be looking at those. One's falling on the floor. We'll be looking at those soon. Before we get to those, I'm going to show you my colouring pencils, which again, I use quite a lot. So in this box I have a selection of just all different ones that I've collected over the years, a variety of colours, and I do feel that at some point I need to start sorting these into some sort of organisation, some sort of colour match, because I'm always just rummaging around and getting the ones out that I would like to use. There are some watercolour pencils in here and just some normal coloured pencils. I do need to give them a good sort out, but yeah, that's my allotment. That's my assortment of colouring pencils. And I also have these Staedtler ones as well. I haven't mixed them in because I do really like these. They give such nice bold colours and they have, I don't know, they just feel nice in the hand. They're really, they're just really nice to use. So yeah, that's my colouring pencils. Show you a little example of what I've used them for. So just in the next drawer down, amongst other things, I have my Das clay, which I buy in the works for £4, which I think is really quite reasonable. I have got a little piece left in here. Oh, I've got brown there, terracotta, and this is grey, but this is rock hard. have to use that quite soon, I think. So yeah, I'm not really an expert at working with clay, but I have tried. I've done a couple of clay projects, which you can look at in a moment, a couple little snippets. I don't have clay tools or anything like that. I used my son's Play-Doh tools and cake decorating tools, and they seem to be doing the job. Maybe in the future I will invest in some clay tools, but working with clay is not really a massive passion of mine. It's a means to an end when I want to make something, but yeah, maybe I'll invest in some tools, who knows. So yeah, that's my Das clay. So then we're going to move swiftly on to my bottom drawer. Oops. Which I tend to put my random paints in. So yeah, this is probably all dried out and no good and needs cleaning out. I think that was acrylic paint in there. I'll leave that one out. I need to wash that one. So first of all, I have my water paints, watercolours. I've only got a small little set, but they seem to have a good variety of colours in there. I don't do a lot of watercolours, but I like watercolours. I just need to work on my technique a little bit. I love the effects that it gives, and I tend to just use it to get a flood of colour, and I don't want it too bold, but I do want to do some more watercolour work. I need to watch some YouTube videos and get a few tutorials under my belt before I do much more with that. But yeah, that's just my cheap little set of watercolours. Not sure where I got them or how much I paid for them. It wouldn't be a massive amount of money, but yeah, that is those. And then in here I have my glass paints, and again, these were quite inexpensive. I've run out of my orange. That was doing my pumpkin. They're fun to use. Again, it's a skill that I haven't really quite mastered yet, but hopefully as I work more with them, I will master that skill somewhat. So here's a little something of me using glass paints. So also inside my paint drawer, I just have there's some watercolours, but these are in tubes, so I'm going to start. Haven't opened them yet. They were only $1.99 in what? By the looks of things, I've had them quite a while, but I might crack them open soon, who knows. Then I have another dirty paint palette, but no, the paint looks quite alive, so we'll keep that in there and save that for another day. There we go. So also in here I have just some cheap acrylic paints that I'm going to use for some more paint pouring. Yes, I'm going to try paint pouring again. I've watched some more tutorials. I won't go rogue this time, but I would really like to create something beautiful with paint pouring, so I'm going to have to put my mind to it and really concentrate on that one. Some paint pour disasters behind me. And then we've just got an assortment of different acrylic paints that I've got, just cheap ones, and a few oil paints. I used to do quite a lot of oil painting, but I kind of got pulled over to the acrylic side and haven't done much oil painting, but I think I might get back on with that quite soon. So yeah, that's my assortment of random. Oh, we've got some leather paint in there. Yeah, that's my assortment of random acrylic paints and other such paints. So I will pop these away. these are my favourite acrylic paints. I just love that they fit so perfectly in this box. So I've got 2 sets of Arteza acrylic paints. Oh. I should really just decant the paints into the box, but I like organisation. So I have 2 sets of Arteza. I have the vintage tones here, and I have no, it doesn't say, but there's some lovely colours in here. I particularly like this hot pink, and this was the reason that I bought this set, because I have a little project up here and I needed a hot pink paint for, so yeah, that was my excuse for splurging on the second set of Arteza paints. But they are really beautiful, bold, lovely colours, just such beautiful colours. They give such amazing coverage. And they are fun to work with, but I'm not quite ready to use these for paint pouring because they are my beauties, and yeah, I'm being a bit stingy with these. So let's pop these away in their box, which I do intend to decorate at some stage, but so yeah, the acrylic paints go on pretty much most surfaces. If they're not going to go on the surface, I tend to gesso things. So let me show you my monster pot of gesso.